last year I was given from the grocery store some of those bags of the mixed peppers that kind of look, they're this shape right here. I don't know if you can see that. Here maybe better. Anyways, they are supposed to be red and yellow and orange. And so I seed saved some just to see what would happen. And they grew. They're loaded with peppers. And they are just starting. I've gotten a couple of red ones so far, and today I picked a couple of yellow ones. So they are turning. And they did produce peppers, even though I had bought them from the store. Well, I didn't buy them, but they were given to me. So, yeah, they grew. I'm very amazed at that. So these peppers are called sweet bonnet peppers. I don't know if you can see them in here a little bit. They are supposed to be red. So once they ripen, here's one right here. So they ripen and they turn red. This is not quite red enough, but they're about that size, and they're sweet, and they're called sweet bonnet peppers. When I first saw them starting to come on, I thought, oh no, how did we get a hot pepper in here? I thought it was habaneros. And then I realized, nope, these are some seeds that I had gotten to try, and they're very good. They're sweet and pretty, and I've been adding them to my ferments. Tomatillo plant that is a volunteer from last year, and it is producing, as you can see here. So I decided I was going to leave one of them because I thought it was a tomatillo plant. So I decided to leave one just to see if it was or not, and it certainly is. So, and it kind of came right up in my rhubarb. So we've been letting it grow, and just to see if we'll get any this year. So I decided this year that I was going to try planting things in the fall just to see if I could get things to grow, and if I could keep my garden going into fall, and maybe even till Thanksgiving, I'm hoping. So I planted carrots, and I planted them later in the year. I figure if I don't get anything more than baby carrots, it's at least something. So I planted some right here, and by golly, they're coming up. So they're in amongst the weeds, the carrots. I haven't weeded anything out yet because I want to make sure the carrots are good and established before I start messing with the dirt around them. So yep, so these are the carrots right in here. These little doohickeys right there. Whoops, right here. That's a carrot. Carrots all along here. There's more. So quite a few came up. So I'm hoping that we'll get some carrots in the late fall. I also planted cucumbers again. And they are also coming up, so I'm pretty geeked about that too. So hopefully we'll get some fall cucumbers. Wouldn't that be cool? Since we're in Michigan, that's probably unheard of. So we'd been wanting to try some bok choy, and so I got some, and we are planting that in the fall garden, and it is coming up and doing absolutely awesome. So this is the bok choy. I'm kind of curious to see. I've never seen bok choy growing before, so the only reason I know is because there's a bunch of them the same thing, and they're in rows. So that's telling me that that's the bok choy. I also planted onions down on the other end of this little area right here, but for fall, but so far none have come up. So I'm guessing fall is not a good time to plant onions. This is zucchini. I planted several seeds here in this little hill right here, and I planted another hill, and this is the only one that managed to come up. But I think I've got moles under here, so I'm going to say that they are probably eating the seeds. So this is the eggplant that I planted in the spring by seed, and it just did terrible at the beginning of the summer, and it was so hot and so dry, and I just couldn't keep it watered as much as it needed, I guess. And then once it started to rain, which there are four plants here of the eggplant, and once it started raining, they started taking off, but I really haven't seen very many flowers on them, so I don't think they're even going to produce anything. But I do have something there. Looks like it could be an eggplant coming on.